Oh hi. Sorrento, the city in Italy, in the region the campaign, submits to the administrative center of Naples. The population makes 16405 people. For 2018. Population density minus 1600 people/km. Occupies the space of 9.96 km. The Saint Hermit and the prior of the local Benedictine monastery Anthony is considered the patron of the settlement. 555 or 556, 625. His holiday is annually celebrated on February 14. The city is in the crossed and steep plateau in the place which was known the soft climate and dense vegetation for a long time. It was inhabited in the early Stone Age, about 50,000 years BB. Sorrento was the first Phoenician colony, then outgrew to the port which is often visited by Greeks for commercial activity with Naples and other southern cities. Greeks, it was called Syrian, that is meant by the earth of sirens. Sirens are mythological beings, half women, half fishes, about whom Homer wrote to the too well-known Odyssey. Greeks considered it as the outpost, though the population represented mix of Greeks, Etruscans and Samnite. After board of Samnite, the city passed under the power of Romans. Romans highly appreciated beauty of this city, and it was chosen as the vacation spot of patricians during their period of board, to what witnesses are numerous country houses. During the civil war in Rome begun by Sulla, 90-89 years BB, the settlement was brought to the level by municipium and began to be inhabited by the veterans of war who received the land plots. Parcel is a rent. There were data demonstrating that these landowners, after expropriation of their sites, were transferred to the new settlement, Sorrento, which in the 5th century AD became known as the place of stay of the bishop. During crisis of the Byzantine domination in Italy, 7th century, Sorrento achieved autonomy as the duchy dependent on Naples. In the Middle Ages, Gotha, Byzantines, Lombards and Saraceni dominated here. In the 10th century there was even a sea republic, which in 1137 was won by Normans. Roger II. The history Sorrento mixes up with the history of other cities of the campaign. So he participated in anti-Muslim leagues, was at war with Lombards, Salerno obeyed, then I became independent. But in the 12th century I got under the power of Normans, then Aragonids, in the 16th century the Turk. Then the settlement became possession of the Kingdom Naples. Eventually, in 1860, as a part of Naples, joined the United Italy. In the latest time the city became the place of temporary residence of both Wagner, Nietzsche, Gorky, Ibsen, Byron, Stendhal and many other outstanding persons who made residence in Sorrento a peculiar cult. The monument to the great son of the city of Torquato Tasso, the author of Giuseppe Galli, is placed on the central square in 1870. Near the narrow gorge of Viaduct di Mayo Street there is St. Anthony's Basilica, constructed in the 17th century in the mixed Baroque style and Classicism on the place of the Norman predecessor of the 12th century. For a long time the church was visited by seamen. That is visible on ornament in the form of the bones of a whale skeleton strengthened over an entrance, and in her crypt numerous epitaphs on the disappeared or drowned vessels are placed. The church in St. Francis's Monastery originates from the monastery of Benedictines of the 8th century. The former monastic garden is known as Villa Comunale, with which the view of the Gulf opens. There is also a religious procession in Gothico-Mauritian style of the 14th century. In the downtown there is a cathedral consecrated in honor of Sacred Filippo and Giacomo, which construction history is unknown. The cathedral is located on the place of an antique forum. The modern building of cathedral is built in the second half of the 15th century. Its decoration of cathedral served the intarsias from a stone and a tree created in the 18th-19th centuries. Out of an intarsia represents individual characteristic feature of the city and one of the most important objects of tourist business. At the same time, to tourists not original works, and the varnished drawings come true. Varnish is sign of a fake, as original works are never varnished. Also tourists willingly buy figurines of the known porcelain manufactory of Capo di Monte, and also liqueurs using broad popularity. In culture and art. Return to Sorrento, the popular song by Ernesto di Cortese. 1905. Sung in different languages of the world by many performers. Late Evening in Sorrento, the popular song by the Russian singer A.S. Vlizin. 1998. Sorrento is also mentioned in the popular Caruso Luco Dalla song. In Sorrento, Shedrin Sylvester Theodis Isaac's picture. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.